the prestigious Akineni Nageshwar Rao Award will be presented to the popular film director and producer Padma Bhushan Dr. Shyam Benegal. I request Benegal ji to come forward to receive the award. Mr. Venkat Akineni, Chairman of the Akineni International Foundation, will garland Dr. Shyam Benegal ji. Nagarjuna Akineni will honor him with a shawl. Honorable Union Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, Shri Manish Tiwari ji, will present a cheque of Rs 5 lakh. Dr. T. Subirami Reddy will present the citation. The citation reads, Shri Shyam Benegal, in recognition of your services to Indian cinema, it is our pleasure to honor you with the Akineni Nageshwar Rao National Award 2012. Shri N. Kiran Kumar Reddy Garu will present the Akineni Nageshwar Rao National Award along with the honorable guests. Thank you, sir. I request Shri Shyam Benegal ji to say a few words.
I'm overwhelmed, delighted, deeply honored, and also equally humbled, all at the same time, if that's possible. That's what happened. It's quite extraordinary because, this happens this has happened in my own home state and hometown, actually, and from the doyen of the Telugu film industry, the gentleman who single-handedly brought the Telugu industry from Chennai to Hyderabad, Mr. Nageshwar Rao. It's quite something because, I remember when I was growing up and I had this ambition, dream to become a filmmaker. Most people obviously would have thought that I had a hole in my head to think that I can be a filmmaker sitting in Hyderabad, which was so far away from anything remotely connected with film at that time. And I remember there were only about 2 or 3 people from Hyderabad who were actively involved in film as actors in Bombay. There was a gentleman called Jairaj, who was very well known at that time. Jairaj, I think he was Naidu, Jairaj Naidu, but in Bombay nobody called him Naidu. And then there was a gentleman called Chandrasekhar. Now these 2 people were connected with film for a very long time. Jairaj, of course, from the silent era, and Chandrasekhar later. But there was nobody from Hyderabad seriously in film, either there or even in Chennai. There wasn't. Hyderabad was really a very interesting place, but certainly as far as films were concerned, was backwards. But it's amazing that when Dr. Akineni Nageshwar Rao came here in the early 70s and decided to start his studio, the whole, the way it changed the city into a filmmaking center. It's quite extraordinary. I was just listening. You are making something like 300 to 350 Telugu films a year. That's more than twice the number of Hindi films that are made in a year. It's quite something to have 1,700 cinemas in this state. So it really is truly the filmmaking capital of India, actually, in Hyderabad. But because Telugu films can't really be shown outside of the state, except for people who speak Telugu. And now, of course, you do have a very interesting diaspora market in the United States, because the largest component of NRIs, or rather people of Indian origin who live in the United States, are Telugus. Very few people know this, but most people say, if you say, where do most Indians come from? Most people would automatically say, probably Gujarat. But it's not so. The largest numbers from here, Telugu-speaking people. And they're all over the United States, and I'm sure they must constitute a reasonably large market for Telugu films. So it's a very fascinating process, how it's happened. And Mr. Nageshwar Rao actually began it. It's quite something. And I was just thinking that here's this gentleman who is in his 90th year. And I remember the first time I met him was when he had just started his studio, very pretty, lovely place. And I'd gone because I was making a film called Nishant. I needed a crane. So I went there and I saw the great man taking his morning rounds of his studio, which was impeccable, beautiful gardens and everything. And he was so particular, I remember, looking to see if there was even the smallest little piece of paper or something, he'd pick it up. He wouldn't allow anything there. And the studios were absolutely clean. Quite unlike the studios in my filmmaking city, which is Mumbai, were unbelievable. And it was not even noisy, because most of if you come to the film city in Bombay, you will find that it's so noisy. It's like going to the middle of a mandi, and people are coming, screaming, shouting, all sorts of things. But here it was always calm, it was fantastic. And that was my first experience of filmmaking of this kind, when I saw that. And then after that, of course, I do believe that I met him a couple of times, invariably because I would go there because he would have the tallest crane or something which I would hire for a period, for 1 week or whatever, if I was shooting in Hyderabad. And later, of course, we met when we were both looking for a Dada Saheb Phalke winner, and of course today, and his award honors me greatly today. I'm most grateful. Thank you very much. Bye.